just find a comfy position to start with. If you want to start seated, then you can do this first bit seated. So we're just going to have a little rest here. So we can check in with the earth. So we're going to use the feet to check in with the earth. We're going to lift the crown a little bit higher into the sky, just to give a little bit of extra space to the spine there. Let Chi flow. You can have cushions behind you. You can prop the hips with cushions if you need to. And you can relax against the back of the chair if you really need to. Come up when you feel like you're ready to engage the core again and have a little rest if you need to. Hands can be wherever they want. So we're just going to close the eyes for a moment, maybe a minute or so, and just have a little bit of breath focus here, because if we can just get a hang of that breath without having to do anything, it will just come much more naturally with the movements. So we've got this inhale, feeling the belly up, and then the exhale through the mouth, nice slow release. And let tension go as well, a little bit of fading of that tightness of the face with those exhales. Close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Just have a little check in. Find the breath. Stay with the breath. If you need to have a little move or adjust the hands, that's fine. We're going to send our intention down to the feet. Okay, we've got that earth connection. But now we realize the chair, our feet, our whole body has been placed in the middle of a semi-gentle river. It's not flowing too hard, but there's enough flow that we can feel it running through the feet, slightly over the toes. It's a little bit warm, it's a little bit cold, wakening up the feet. Just going to feel a little bit of that flow under the soles of the feet. We've got our water flowing underneath the feet there. I'm going to imagine this beautiful blue, clear, perfectly nourishing flowing river. And as we go through the movements, we can come back to this river, this flowing water that's constantly nourishing us through this practice. And use the idea of this lovely clear, blue, a little bit warm, a little bit cold in places, flowing, cleansing river. Couple more breaths on those exhales, just trying to let all the breath out, all the tension fade with that. As you bring that to a close, feel free to move anything, wriggle anything, wrists, shoulders. You can open your eyes. You can take a little look around the room, rub your thighs. Okay, so we're going to do one little bit for the neck before I stand up, and if you want to do a bit standing, you can stand up after this basically, but because it's just the neck, you're welcome to stay seated. So we're going to take the chin over to the shoulder, and then we're going to draw it back to center. So we're just having a little notice of the sort of movement and range that we've got of the neck today, and draw it back to center. Have a little check-in, and then I'm going to take it to the other side and just do a little comparison. Maybe one side is better than the other. And I'm just going to tell you now, from looking that way into my kitchen, I have got a wasp in there.
Oh.
So I'm going to maybe open the back door, and if I start screaming, that is, oh my God, okay. Okay. Oh, it's really big. I hope it's going to go out and not come this way. Okay. Relax. So we'll go for 2 to each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in total. And we're going to add the breath and inhale over and the exhale to center. So this is really nice and slow and controlled. But the shoulders go. Maybe some tension came there. Okay, so we're going to inhale, just take the nose, the chin, the eyes, somewhere over towards the shoulder, wherever you can get to, and then draw it back with that exhale. And you can take it over the other side. Nice big inhale. Oh, and over to the shoulder. One. Okay. Center. Have a little wriggle. How is that feeling for everyone with the neck there? Okay, if you want to do one more on each side, if you're not at your neck moving limits, you can do one more on each side, and you can use this as an opportunity to activate some cranial nerves as well. So we know our neck limits. We checked it at the start. We've just done 2 movements. We're not going to take the neck any further. We're going to use the eyes to go further, okay? So I'm going to take the chin over here, and the eyes are going to have a peek behind. With the inhale, if you can, if that's too much, just leave that aspect. Inhale over to the shoulder, eyes go behind, and then draw everything back. Nice and slow, eyes front, take it over to the other side. Lovely, little look behind, bring everything back. Perfect. Have a little move. Have a move of the shoulders, the neck, any way that you kind of want. And then maybe just have one more slow think and feel of the movement that you've got in the neck and each side now. See if it was helpful, maybe those little eye movements at the end. Sometimes that can really loosen things up. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but it can give our brain a little bit of sensory input that it's after. Lovely. And have a little wriggle. How is everyone feeling?
Good.
Okay.
Good, thank you.
So I come in this room because I'm sure you could tell that the wasp has gone into the room behind me. Literally in my dining room now. It's so big as well. Okay, I might try and open another window on this side of the room quickly. Yes, okay, it's gone. Oh, thank goodness. Wow, as long as it doesn't find its way back around the house and in the back door, we should be clear. Okay. Where are my cats to rescue me? So alone. Okay, so yeah, I might stand up now actually if you're okay with that, ladies. If you're saying sitting down, that's absolutely fine. So water, have a drink of water. Imagine it's that lovely blue, nourishing, cleansing river. We're going to literally send it all through the body. And we're going to do a little bit of work on the kidneys now. Okay, so if you can go forwards, you can go forwards and down here. If you can't or you don't want to today, we're using as much of our kind of imagination and intention to scoop up some of that blue, lovely, refreshing, cleansing water. Okay, so if you can lean down, just wherever you can get to is great. We're just going to get a little bit of a kidney open. And as we draw the hands up, we're going to take them round to the kidneys, okay? And we're going to just give them a nice little rub and a massage here. We're going to be massaging in a bit of that lovely cleansing water, giving it a little bit of a flush, okay? Wonderful. I'm sure they'll start warming up pretty quickly as well. Okay, let that release. Have a little wiggle of the shoulders if you need to. And this time we're going to scoop down and bring it straight up. So we're going to bring it up, scoop it in with the hands, take it round to the kidneys, give it a nice circular rub in. And we'll go down one more time, flow down. Scoop that water up, bring it to the kidneys. One more little flowy massage there. And then you can release. And we can do a little bit of temple gong in the middle of there, because I know that can sort of be a little bit uncomfortable on the shoulders, but these kidneys are so vital to work with that it's really good if we can do a little bit. So this is just a gentle swing and a tap, and it can be ever so soft. And if that feels good, you can take it a bit further. You can get the whole spine twisting. And we can also use this one to work with the kidneys too. We can tap onto the back of the kidneys. So we've sent some water and intention into that space. Now we're going to give it a little tap. We're going to give it a little bit of activation. Lovely. And then just go half the speed you're going now. So really think about that. Have a little feel what's happening now. Bring it to just a little sway. Let the arms relax and release. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so if the kidney work was okay and the arms are still comfortable, we're going to go for 3 more of those. We're going to do it with the breath. So when I'm drawing down, I'm going to do a nice big inhale and bring it into the kidneys. And then that whole rub is a nice slow breath release, okay? So you find where you want to go to, draw up with a nice big inhale. Bring it into the kidneys and then release. Lovely. New breath, reach down, draw in. And release. Last one. Bring that fresh water in, nice fresh breath. Place it all into the kidneys, flush it through. And then you can let that go, let it release. Go back into your natural breath. Lovely. Okay. So we'll do a little bit of this one. You can do seated or standing. It's a tiny bit different. So I'll show you seated first, I think, if that's okay. Just so I know that you're happy there. Okay, so feet are flat on the floor. And we're going to be turning away from us. We're going to go a bit further if we've got the kind of space of the arm not being there, okay? So we're taking the moon from in front of us and we're bringing it to the side of the body, okay? But if you're seated, this might not go as far. And then we're drawing it back to center. So we're all doing pretty much the same thing at this level. We're just having a little play with this moon idea, range of motion of the spine, which should be a little bit looser after our temple gong. Checking in the middle there, maybe you can relax the shoulders. And we'll just take it over. Lovely. Bring it back. One more time on the other side. Perfect. And let it release. Have a little wiggle. Okay. We can take this idea in a few places with the moon, okay? First of all, I just want to play with the eyes a little bit and then we'll go for a bit more spine. I just don't want to do too much all at the same time. So we've got our ball in front of us. This is our moon now. Might bring it a little bit higher than we've worked with before. Can I maybe shine it in the chest? Illuminate the whole chest cavity there. And then we're going to take the moon, we're going to take the spine, the shoulders all facing the same direction. Okay, I want you to gaze to the moon. So I want you to look at the moon between your hands. Lovely. Then I want you to gaze away from the hand. So gaze into the distance in that same space. Then back to the ball, back to the moon. And then we're going to draw it back to center. Okay. Lovely. Have a look at your moon there. Then we're going to take the eyes out in front. Excellent. Then we're going to come back to our moon and we're going to take it to the other side. Wherever's comfortable to take it over to. Have a little look to your moon. Gaze away wherever you can gaze to. And then back to your moon. Now we're going to draw it out in front of us. Okay, we're going to bring it into the chest. Now we're going to have a little rest opportunity. So we're going to bring it into the chest and you can cross the hands over the chest and rest them. Release the shoulders. Relax the jaw again. Tension fade from the face. And we're going to just have 3 breaths here as a little icebreaker moment. Two more. Lovely. Releasing any tension on the last breath. Awesome. You can let the hands release whenever you get to the end there. Have a little wriggle, have a little move. Lovely. How am I doing for time? Okay, so we can take this moon a little bit further now. Was that okay for everyone at that level? Okay, if you want to keep at that level, that's fine. I'll show you the whole way that you can take this. So we all start with our moon. We might bring it up to connect to the chest, but we can have the arms relaxed in the middle here. Okay, we're going to take the moon over and I'm going to turn to the side so you can see how far I'm going. Okay, so I'm going to take my moon round, but I've got quite a lot of flexibility here, so I might go all the way. I might try and use one of those hands to place that moon in the sky behind me. Okay, so I'm going to place my moon and then I'm going to draw it back. So I bring both hands back to grasp the moon and I take it to center. Okay, so I'm back to center. We all just pause here, see if we can just relax for a moment. Then we're going to take it over to the other side. So wherever we can get to, then I'm going to use one of those hands to reach this moon a little bit further away. Place it in the sky. Lovely. And then bring the hands back, spine back, everything comes back to center. We can have a little relax here. Do one more on each side like this. Take it round. Lovely. Place it up there. Wherever you think is the perfect place for your moon to be placed in the sky. And then bring the hands back round. Last time, grab your new moon. Take it round. Last time, so we're really going to place it up there in the sky. And bring the hands back round. Have a little check in with this space here. Maybe give it a little pulse, a little squeeze, a little wiggle. And then we're going to bring that into the body. So hands resting around the belly button. Hands over the nice squishy belly, hopefully. We're not holding any tension there. Our shoulders relax, jaw relax. Just pause for a moment. You're doing really well. Catching up with all of this. Amazing. So we just have a little check in with the body. If there's anywhere that's tensed up or a bit achy, feel free to move that. Give it a little rub. Send a bit of intention, a bit of chi there. And then you can let it go. Have a little wiggle. Have a little drink if you need to. I'm going to do a chat box and blocking one of your faces. What is that? Oh. So we're going to do one that goes a little bit further over again now, but it doesn't have to be huge. This is the one where it can be bigger, can be smaller. So we'll start smaller and then we'll build it up and see what that feels like. And again, you can be seated or standing. I might do starting standing and then go to seated here. So we'll just focus on the hands because this one can involve hands, feet, back, everything. So we're just going to focus on some hand work to begin with and see how that feels. So this is a scoop upwards this time. So we're connecting in with that lovely blue flowing river. Have you remembered your toes? Give them a little wiggle, little splash around. See if you can connect in with that lovely flowing river once again. Fingers are pointing down towards the earth. Lovely. And then we're going to scoop. We're going to scoop up to around the belly space here. Lovely. As this draws up the front of the body, the hands are actually going to start to cross. So this is a little bit different to some of the moves we've done, like this. So I'll show you again from that bit. They're facing down, they're scooping up, meeting around that belly point, and as they come up this center line, they're going to start to cross palms. So by the time we're chest height, we're kind of around here. We're going to take that up a little bit further, maybe to face height, and then we're going to open and turn them out. So they're crossed and I'm taking them to face out. Lovely. And we're going to just release, make this look or feel however you want this bit, whatever your release looks like. Okay, it could be a big circle, it could be a little circle, it could just be letting it go. Okay, let's go for that again. Check in with that river. Lovely. Scoop up some of that lovely fresh blue water. Hands start to meet and cross up to the chest, rising up towards the face. Turn it out. Open. Lovely. Big circle. Swoop it down. Keep that flow rising up around the belly. Hands, palms crossed, take it up past the chest to the face, open it out. Lovely. Open a lovely waterfall curtain there, and we're swooping down one more time. I think you've really got this. Swoop up, bring that fresh water up through the heart to the face, the mind, open up. Spread that beautiful waterfall open and let that sink. Let everything relax there. Use that as an opportunity to just let it go. Even if a noise comes out, it's all helpful. Okay. So how was that feeling? You look like you've all got that hands pretty much. Okay, wicked. So if you're seated, where's the seat? There we go. I think I pushed it out the way when I was dealing with the wasp. So we can take this into more of a swoop. Okay. Now this is easier with the gap in the leg. So if you're seated and you have got that opportunity and your hip's not bad, then this gap is kind of helpful here. If hands are together, you're not really going to want to go as far. Okay, so just take this bit really easy. It could be more of an intention of swooping. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to go with my legs open. So we can really grasp this beautiful river, and we can take the spine a little further forward, scoop, and then we're bringing the spine up, the hands are starting to cross, draw it up to the face. We're going to turn and we're going to open. Spread the hands out, lovely, out to the horizon, swoop it down, bring it forward. Grab some of that lovely fresh blue water, draw it up your center, fingers crossed.
Yes.
Open at that face, mind space. Last time, out to the horizon. Bring it forward, big scoop. Draw it up into the body, up through the chest. Into the mind space. Maybe just pause there at the mind space. Really send that in. Open and let go. Let it release down. Let that tension go. Lovely. Yeah, have a wriggle. That was awesome because that was really quite a big movement. Well done, everybody. I'm sure it felt like a bit of a stretch, but was there actually any pain or discomfort there for anyone? Excellent. We've got this at a really good level. So standing, there is a slightly different leg posture that you can go for here. So we've only looked at a few leg postures really, and most of them go out to the side. This is it 30 degrees? So I'm going to take my foot forward, but it's going to point to the corner of the room. Is that 30? I need to work on my maths basically. So it goes almost forward, but then I take it out. So it's like that step. Can you see my feet enough that makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to involve the legs, this is the angle we're going for. So I'm taking a little step forward and it's off to the side. This means I can scoop around kind of the knee space. So we can take this and we can use it on both sides of the body. So just have a little feel there. See if you've got this kind of position right. We don't want to be taking the knee any further over the foot. Okay, so we're only going a little way forward. We're drawing up into the chest. The chest is going to be facing that direction as well. Lovely, open out. So we're aiming towards the knee. We're scooping down. We're putting a little bend in there. Grabbing this river. Drawing up into the body. Palms cross. Open at the mind space. We'll go for one more on this side. Scoot down, lovely. Pick up that lovely fresh blue water. Bring it up, cradle it at your body. Okay, I'm going to hold on to the water this time, around that body point, and then bring the foot in if you've gone out. Okay, have a little wriggle, little rest there. Okay, we'll just go for 3 on the other side. I think I might have pushed you more than 3 on that side because we were learning it. Okay, so we'll go for 3 on the other side. We'll see how we feel before I push you anymore. Take the foot out wherever you're happy to go. It doesn't have to be a big stretch. And we're changing a little bit of the posture here. So we're going to face in that direction. And you can release the palms and go for a scoop whenever it feels right. So I'm going to push into that knee, taking me a little bit forward, using the spine. Hands go. Draw up over the face. Nice and open. Spread wide. Beautiful. 2 more. Push in. Scoop. Draw that fresh blue water into the body. Hands start to open wide. Last time. The most freshest, crystalist feeling water. I'm going to scoop it all up. We're going to bring it into the body. Hold it at your lower dantian. Sorry, that's your body point. I've gone into Mandarin. I'm very sorry. That does happen sometimes. Okay, we're going to bring that into the body. Okay, hold that pressure. We're going to take this into an abdominal massage. Lovely. We're going to spiral that all in. Then you can reverse it. Then we're going to let the hands part slide around the waistline. We're going to take it to those kidneys and we're just going to finish off there, imagining this lovely, nourishing water. Last bit of flushing out. A little bit of intention. Lovely. And then have a little move around, have a little shake, have a drink of water. Yes, I'm so sorry. You're going to be in the toilet for the next hour, but it'll all be worth it. It will be worth it. If you do it now, it shouldn't be affecting you at bedtime, okay? I know my 6 and 7 o'clock cut off, so I think we're in the safe window. Okay, how long have I got? Lovely. So I can't actually remember what was on my list next. So I'd like to have an opportunity to check in with you guys. I'm just going to turn my camera so we can have a little bit of face to face. Is there anything you particularly wanted to work on, or is there anything that I've sort of done today, or anything you want clarification on, basically? Okay. Awesome.
So good.
Awesome, lovely. Okay, so this one will involve a bit more hip work, Ellie, so just don't do that part of it, okay, just to let you know. We're just going to go into a slightly wider stance for this one if we're standing up. However, it's easier for you to go into a wider stance, but I'm going to do my semicircle opening. So I use my toe to draw a circle out in the water. Take it to a nice, even distributed weight there. Okay, have a little check of this. Can we squish into the knees still here? Lovely. Let's go back up to standing. So I'm going to spring off this leg and bring it back. Lovely. Let's just try that one more over the other side. So I'm going to draw a semicircle. Take my weight into this foot. Check I'm evenly distributed. Bend the knees. See if we can sink into this posture a little. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Lovely, lovely. Okay, back up to standing. Push into that. And spring away. Okay, so we're going to start, we'll do the arms and then we're going to add that together, okay? So we're going to use a tiger claw posture here. So if you haven't seen this before, it's pretty self-explanatory, got a little bit of space, everything's tigering in there. I'm sure that's the right adjective. Let's take it out to the horizon and just have a little bit of feel of that, because maybe that's enough for us today here, okay? Let's bring it back to the front and let that just sink and fade down, okay? Because that can be quite a big stretch on its own. So just have a little feel of that. Lovely. Okay, let's bring it up again. Tiger claws in front, out to the horizon. And if you're seated, you might want to use this hand to hold on the chair. So we're going to take this hand over here. So we're going to push away with this hand, okay? And then we're going to bring it back. There we come back to horizon. This is where the middle posture is always going to be, and then we're going to take it to the other side. So maybe hold on and take it out. Lovely. Bring it back. Spine, arms straight. Lovely. And just let the arms relax there for a second. Have a little wriggle. Okay. Let's take it out into a wider stance. So, nice big circle. And you can do this all with contact of the floor if you're seated and you want to open the legs here. You don't need to lift them up. Have a little squidge in. We're going to bring our tigers up. We're going to take it out. And then we're going to use the hips, the spine, the body to help us take this out. And we're going to push away with one hand. Lovely. Let's bring it back into the middle. Take it to the other side. Nice stretch there. Back into the middle. Lovely. And let that release. Let that go down. Spring off the leg that you put out. Bring the legs back together. Have a little wriggle of the legs. Little wriggle of the top half. Lovely. We'll do one more on each side of that movement and then we're almost finished here. Okay, so we're going to take the legs out the other direction now, just to give us a bit of balance. Open this out. Weight over. Have a little sink, a little relax of those shoulders. Lovely. Let's come up. Tiger claw. Take it out. Lovely. And this time we're going to direct that backhand as well. So if you just pause there and watch me for a second, one hand pushes forward and one hand's going to push behind, okay? So we start in our horizon and then I'm going to push forwards and out with one hand and behind with the other, and it just gives it a little bit of a more full body stretch. Come into your horizon and we take it to the other side, and that's it, we're done then. Take it over, push away with one hand, other hand goes behind, pushes away. Lovely. It's going to really activate all that fascia and then help it release. Come back to center. And you can let the arms go here and spring off, spring off. Come back up to center. Have a little wriggle, shake. Move anything that needs to be moved. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera. Oh, no, I've turned it off. Didn't mean to do that quite yet. We're nearly there. Okay, let's do a little bit of lymphatic drainage of the face and flushing out here, because all this water, we want to be flushing everything out with this idea, okay? So we can meet on this third eye point. We're going to take it over the eyebrows, out to the temples. Lovely. Just distributing a little bit of that work we've put in. Out to the temples. You can go underneath, joining a little bit of pressure in the middle, and then taking it over that bony bit, up to the temple. Okay. Got one more little bit for you. We might have time to add the breath to this. I'm not sure. We nearly are out of time. So we're going to have our hands reached out. This is this last bit of water, okay? We're going to draw it up. We're going to draw it up into the face here, the hat palms. We're almost going to close over the eyes, and we can just pause and take a breath there. So keep the palms there, rest, take a nice deep breath. Exhale. One more breath in. On the exhale, we're going to take the palms and a little massage over the scalp. So on your exhale, take it over the scalp. Flush it down the back of the neck. We'll do one more flow like that. Take the hands out. grab this lovely water, bring it into the face. Do an inhale, exhale. One more inhale. Exhale and massage and flow. Move a little bit of that scalp around, flush through that occipital ridge, down the neck. Lovely. And just finish with a tiny bit of self-massage. See where is calling for it in this area. Shake, flick, anything. Are you guys